Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lenisha. I'm a divination practitioner, holistic consultant, multifaceted advisor, and the list goes on. So if you're ever looking for readings, life coaching sessions, advice, the list goes on, then make sure you message me. You can also contact me at 346-244-2006. This is a part 4 video, so if you haven't seen parts 1 through 3, make sure you go check it out. We have channeled music coming on, and the first song that came on was by Coco Jones, and it's called Keep It Quiet. All right, today is August 23rd. It's a Saturday of 2025, and it's currently 12:20. You could be seeing angel number 1221, 1212, 1111, and the list goes on. Okay, but as I said before, past, present, and future energies could be significant, but I feel like the energy that's still coming up is most definitely still active in your energy, right? Or it's gonna soon happen. Um, we got the high priestess, the devil, the lovers, the moon, the strength, the magician. Now, all of these major arcanas can tune into one whole situation, or like I said, they can be just broken down in different parts and aspects that you've experienced. These major events, major shifts, and everything that happened within your life. The minor arcanas, which is like day-to-day things that will happen, may have happened, soon to happen. Okay, is the Four of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, I don't think I finished reading them in the other videos, so I'm going to try to do that. We're going to try to get through all of these, okay, because this is why it's a part 4. Now, I believe I completed the High Priestess through the moon energy, so we're going to talk about strength, and I believe I did strength as well, but we're still going to just say it, okay? Strength is tied to angel number 8, which can tie to power, rebirth, changes, contribution, especially tied to the strength energy. It says you don't know your own strength until it is tested. This is a card of self-assurance, confidence, passion, resilience, courage, inner power. And these key terms that I'm reading, all of them does not have to apply to you. Maybe even 1 out of 10 could apply to you. Maybe 5 out of 10 could apply, right? Just take the messages, how they resonate for you, and leave what doesn't for the other individual. Because remember, this is a collective. It's not your own personal reading. If you would like a personal reading, congratulations. I have $10 readings available, okay? So make sure you get on the list. We're open 25/8. All right, Monday through Sunday. Come on down and get you this reading, this life coaching session, and change your life for the better, honey. Okay, I do not disappoint. I have reviews. I also have a website you can check out, and we also do free consultations. All right. Now, this is signifying Leo energy. All right, now we're going to elaborate more on these. I just want to hurry up and get them out in the video so that you guys will be able to interpret the messages in the way that they fit for your life. Okay, because you know your life better than anyone. Whatever I say out of these messages, you will know, oh, she's talking about this. Oh, this is pertaining to this. And if it hasn't happened yet, then you'll remember what I said and you'll be like, oh, this is that moment that I'm in now that I seen in the reading, right? So with the magician here, and this is really talking about self, okay? The magician, the fool and the magician card usually is the energy of self. Majority of these things could be right. Now it says you can make your imagination real, all right? This is a card that's tying to angel number 1, okay? The magician is actually card number 1, and the high priestess is card number 2. If I'm not mistaken, and then the empress will be 3 if I'm not mistaken, honey. Okay, now the 1 can tie to beginnings of creative endeavors, inspiration, and origin. Like I said, this angel number 1 is also tying to the magician energy. That's why you hear beginning of creative endeavors, right? So that's what I mean when I tell you the angel numbers of these cards, because some angel number, if you think of 1, you probably won't add the creative endeavors in there as a numerologist, depending on who you are, right? But since the angel number 1 is here and it's also the magician energy, it's kind of combining them both into what it like comes out like, oh, okay, the magician energy with angel number 1, then beginnings of creative endeavors, and blase, right? Now with angel number 4, and they also don't have to be shared like that. It can also be individually. Some of the cards do that. It has its own individual numerology number, but it also connects to the major or minor arcana that we're viewing. All right, so next is, did I read the bottom? It says creative power, skill, adaptation, originality, self-confidence. I believe I read this one in the other videos. Now with the minor arcana, we never did get through the minor arcanas. It ties to the Four of Wands is here, and the angel number for the Four of Wands, it's form, completeness, and stable foundation. And like I said, these are things that you're experiencing, will experience, have experienced, okay, maybe coming into, right? And the key terms that I'm throwing out to you could be things that also is associated with the energy. Now, it says, be ready for the opportunity you've worked for. The key terms of the Four of Wands, amongst other things, could be celebration, stability, home, rest, cleverness, beauty, romance, mirth, milestones, community, right? Now, with the Eight of Wands, okay, it says take action on your ideas. Life is moving ahead. This is a card of movement, speed, quick decisions, change, boldness, excessive force, and generosity. With the angel number, with the wands being of 8, so it's coming out as the angel number 8. Of course, tying to wand energy. Sometimes it doesn't have to be. This is tying to changes, contribution, rebirth, truth, and fairness. And like I said, you can also be encouraged to operate in these energies if you're not already. Now, the Queen of Cups are court cards. We have 2 court cards out here, which is the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So this could be talking about 2 people. A mature woman who's very nurturing, compassionate, intuitive, right, kind. And then there's this other energy. They're probably like a young adult who has a lot of energy. They're on a move. They're on this journey of action, energy, and, you know, passion, creativity. It can be many things, right? But let's just focus on this one thing. With the Queen of Cups here, it says be open to receive the healing and nurturing you need, right? Now with it tying to angel number 4, it's tying to stability, form, completeness, foundations, okay? This is a card of imaginative, kind, good-natured, compassionate, calm, receptive, embodiment. So usually this is the characteristics of the Queen of Cups. So it's usually talking about a Queen of Cups. So if this is not your energy, it's someone else's. That's why I said before in the other videos that mother figures could just be significant, or they could play a very significant role in your life or in the near future of events in your life, okay? Now with the Knight of Wands, tying to angel number 3, which is growth, energy, groups, creativity, problem solving, especially with this Knight of Wands energy influencing it, it says now is a good time to do what you want to do. Right? This is a card of energy, passion, adventure, generous, impetuous, courage, departure, right? And like I said, if all of these key terms does not apply to you, just apply them to how it fits in your life, and I'm sure you'll know how to do so. All right? Now with the Ace of Pentacles here, it says the time is right to take action on your ideas. This is a card of prosperity, power, opportunity, manifestation, labor, new venture. See, there's a lot of manifestation, there's a lot of beauty, there's a lot of change. Like all of these words have came out multiple times, right? I don't see change again. Courage is out here more than once. Beauty is out here more than once. Intuition is out here more than once. Okay. Did I say beauty? All right, but let's see. Manifestation, labor, new venture. Okay, now moving on. Well, and the number 1 for this, of course, is time to beginnings, pioneering, leading, ambitious, and original, right? You see the difference because we just talked about the energy of 1 before, 9:10 on the clock, 9:11 on the clock. And they're very different, you see? So that's why I feel like the energy of what card we get is also influencing the angel number. So they kind of, you know, come in together and form together. Now, last but not least, we got the Four of Pentacles, all right? And with the number 4 here, it's tying to stability, form, foundations, completeness, as we talked about before. And this is Capricorn energy. It says holding on too tight can stop you from moving forward, right? This can be talking about anything that's tangible, relationships, finances, whatever, right? For some of you guys, it doesn't have to be relationships. This ties to control, stability, security, rank, suspicious, material gain, conservation, protection, and COVETOUS.